It's too risky.
And my other friend, I was going to buy a professional team, and he said to me, he says,
You were going to buy a professional team?
Yeah.
Which sport?
Baseball.
Baseball, okay.
No, just not because I liked baseball, but just because the baseball team was in trouble and I was going to buy it. And
So you thought there was money to be made there?
Yeah, but I do it. I do it because I want to learn, not because I'm interested in the team. So I ran the numbers, I ran the process, I found about the business and all that. And finally, this friend of mine came up to me. And he says, and he's an MBA player for 18 years. He says, "I'll give you lesson number one in business." I said, "What's that?" He says, "Never invest in a business where the employees make more than you do."
Interesting.
And that's why it didn't work.
Yeah.
Because the more successful the team got, the more money the employees made. You can never win, he says, until you flip it.
Yeah.
And I said, I don't want to do that. So anyway, please listen to all you entrepreneurs out there. It's the biggest learning adventure you can go through. Even the bad lessons are good lessons if you have the humility to learn from them.
Yeah. I mean, I like your mindset because your whole thing is you're going into these different projects and you have this growth mindset. We're talking about growth minds, obviously, but you're always in it to learn something new.
Anti-fragile. So that's Nazim Taleb. He said the moment you go into the unknown, you're getting destabilized, but you're getting stronger. And the average person, they want security and less risk. They're getting stupider and less fragile, more fragile.
Yeah.
So you become anti-fragile when you go into the unknown.
Sure.
And
Sure.
I explained that to my company. I said, in my company, I said, I don't care if you make a mistake. I do care if you don't tell me about it. You know?
Gotcha.
Big difference.
Speaking of unstable, we're probably in a very fragile market right now, and a lot of people are, in many ways, freaking out. What do you recommend people do in a market that is potentially heading into depression? Should they be saving cash and thinking about, becoming more liquid? Like, what are some of the things that they should do?
Well, it depends upon the cash. If you're in Argentine, is it pesos?
Pesos, Argentine pesos, yeah.
I wouldn't touch it. I'd save gold and silver. See, what's his name? What's his Bridgewater's guy?
Ray Dalio, yeah.
He says it depends upon the currency you're in.
Sure.
He says, so like Zimbabwe, their debt is financed with external money. Japan is internally financed. So that's why the depression doesn't hurt them as badly. So you have to learn so much about that. So I own millions and millions and millions and millions and millions in gold because I started buying gold in 1973 when it was illegal for Americans to own gold. And I like gold and silver because there's no counterparty risk. There's no other party to it. Gold and silver are God's money. So people say, well, it's not a good investment. I said, yeah, but I sleep at night. What's that worth? You know?
Sure.
So I don't care if the dollar is corrupt, the U.S. dollar is corrupt, but it's the strongest currency in a horrible currency world.
Yeah.
So if you're U.S., save dollars. You're in Argentina, don't save gold.
Right.
Save Bitcoin.
You think Bitcoin would be?
I mean Bitcoin has got its problems too. But
Sure.
I'm saying, so when you say save money, you got to say what
currency?
Yeah, what currency?
Sure.
Do you know? It's like the Swiss franc used to be the strongest currency of all, but now they're backed by the FANG stocks. And so I'm kind of backing off of the Swiss, whatever they use. I don't even know anymore. I just kind of, it's almost instinctive.
Sure. I mean, the Argentines, what I found interesting was the way we look at gold, because I think you're completely dead on. The way we look at gold and as a way of hedging, the Argentines look at Bitcoin and the way they look at U.S. dollars.
Correct.
As a way to hedge that.
Correct.
So
it's more stable.
I think you're spot on with that. Yeah.